Hello guys, welcome back to Young tutorial. Today's episode, we are on episode 13. We will continue from the phrase tags where we ended at the test direction. So we continue with the sorry for this. We will continue with let me close that. We will continue with from the test direction. That was all under the phrase tags, and also this is also under the phrase tag. So what we are going to cover today, we are going to try as much as possible to cover all try as much as possible today to cover all the phrase tags. You can see we are continuing from the what we left behind there. So we'll be creating another page. So save it this thing, save it as cons.phrase underscore tags.html. Before that, here should not be dot, but it should be underscore. You can name it whatever you want, but I want to name it in this way, continuation of. So you can see I saved it in my folder. That's the folder that I'm working in. That's on the other HTML. You can see as it's const phrase tag. Oh shit. So opening it here on my Mozilla Firefox, and yeah, that's it. You can still notice this side, and we're giving out our simple skeleton of the HTML tags, and our name title to be the continuation of phrase tags. You understand? So I'll refresh my page, and you can see the continuation of phrase tag. So today we're covering all these 6 elements, that is special terms and quoting text, short quotation, text, citation, computer code, keyboard text, and program variables, program output, and arrays. So our first one will be this, that the special terms, and we'll be taking them one by one. So for the special terms, you can see we'll be taking the definition. For instance, the definition text tag, that's the DFN. The DFN tag, what do you call it? How should I even say this? This tag, this special tag, that's the definition tag, allows you to specify that you are introducing a special term. You understand? Its usage is similar to the italics words in the mid set of the paragraphs, and typically you would use the definition tag, that's the DFN tag element, the time you introduce a key term. You understand? You'll be using the time you introduce a key term in that order. Most recent browsers also render the content of the definition tag, that's the DFN tag, and in an italic font. You understand? That's how most of the major browsers take it. I'm talking about the recent browsers that are out now. It renders the content and changes its font into the italic tag form. So let's try our hands on this definition tag and see what's up. So first program output will be the definition tag, that's the DFN. So before that, I give my paragraph, I'll type in hello, or how are you? Can see this is before that. Let me make sure. Okay, you can see how are you doing, guys. So I'll be adding my definition tags as it was saying, as I was saying, that this recent browsers rendered the content into the italic font. So let's see whether it's true. Oh, not whether it's true. It's true. it's true. It's true. So the dfn tag, that's the definition tag, and then I'll close it here and refresh browser and see. Now you can see, as I was saying, there's the most browsers and also updated browsers. This is how they print it out. That's the definition tag. So our next special element will be in the quoting text. In fact, for the quoting text, when you want to quote a passage from another source, you should put it in between block quotes. Hope you all know that. For instance, in class or way back school, your teacher asks to give out an example of a quote. For instance, you can say this was quoted by that. So it should be what the person said should be in the quote form, in the quotation form. Hope you understand. That's what I'm trying to mean here. That and text inside and also you should know that the text inside a block quote element is usually intended from the left and right edge of the surrounding text, and sometimes uses an italicized font. You understand? So sometimes it uses the font of italicized, and when, as I was saying in the example below. So let's try that example out. So before that, I give our break tag so that to differentiate, give us more space to work for that paragraph, and then I'll type my teacher said. You understand? My teacher said he. My teacher said we should leave no stone unturned. This is a very, very, very nice sentence that was quoted by my teacher. You understand? It's just an example to show you guys. So where we are going to put this block quote is we are going to quote this what the teacher said. So we are going to do it in this way. Block quotes. Sorry guys, let me clean this one up, and then I'll close my block quotes here. Then let's refresh our page. You can see guys, this is how the block quote actually works. This is how it works. That's a block quote my teacher said, and gives you enough space. That gives like break tag and also a shift. As I was saying, as I was trying to give you some small tips, what I was saying was that this block code usually intended from the left and right edges. You can see from the browser, as I was saying, the same thing, edges of the surrounding text. So and sometimes it brings out it's in the form of italics form, but with this browser it's also able to bring it out. Maybe other browsers will do that. So we're taking the next. That's a short quotation. In fact, for the short quotation, a tag is the kill tag. You just bring kill. You're not going to type all the short quotations. Just bring a kill tag, and this element is used when you want to add a double quote within a sentence. You understand? For example, if you want to add a double quote within a sentence, you just bring this kill tag or the short quotation element. Okay, let me give an example so that you understand. So we'll be bringing break tag so that to give enough space for us to work. So paragraph tag, and then I'm going to type in Namibia. Namibia is a country. So this is an example, comma. Maybe I think I'm wrong. So let's refresh our page and see. So this is a sentence. I'm going to put it in a very short quotation. So I'll put a short quotation here. So that is our keyword tag, and then I'll close our keyword tag here. And then refresh our page. Yeah, hope you guys can see. It says Namibia is a country. I think I'm wrong. This is just a sentence, but I hope you guys know this is a sentence. So no matter whatever, you can put any sentence of your what you like. This is just sample of, you know. So you can see the quote. That's what we are really interested in. That's the quotation. That's the short quotation. You can see them highlight it here. You can see here. That's the quotation. So our next element will be the text citation. In fact, for the text citation, if you are quoting a text, you indicate the source, placing it between, placing it between an opening cite tag. That's the CIT. That's how the tag should be. That's the CIT. It should be in that. So cite tag, and we should also and as you would expect in like publications, that's how it should be. And the content of the cite tag element or the cite tag is rendering the italicized text by default. So you should understand. Because mostly it's default. Most browsers renders it font like to the italicized font. That's the default. So let's try that one also out and see. So for instance, this will be, before that, my break tag, and then my paragraph tag, and then put in some few examples. For instance, this pen is mine. You see, this pen is mine, comma, or bring my thing, bring it to me, bring it to me. You see, this is a very nice sentence. So let's refresh and see what's happening. So you can see the sentence here, this pen is mine, bring it to me. Sorry, the bring it to me. So we'll be putting this cite tag. So I'll bring the cite tag here. That's CIT. That's how the cite tag should be, and then I'll close it here. So let's refresh our page and see what's happening. Yeah, as I explained, you can see it has its default. Its read default is in the italicized for. Hope you understand, guys. So that's you should listen to me very carefully, because maybe you might be missing some parts. You might not be understand. I'll be explaining along, so you need to be listening very carefully what I'll be saying. In fact, you need to take it very seriously. And okay, let's take another stack. That's computer. The computer code. In fact, any programming code to appear on a web page should be placed inside a code tag. That's the CODE tag, code tag. So usually the content of the the code element is presented in a mono space font, just like the code in most programming books. For the monospace font, I think we've treated it in some of this past videos. So please, if you know you have not get if you know not about the mono space fonts, you need to go back and get, I think it's one of the episode, but I forget the episode. So you need to go right and get that one if you not understand anything about the mono space fonts. And also okay, let's give an example for the computer code. Okay, so first I give my big tag, and then my paragraph tag, and also what I'll be typing here is just a simple sentence. So maybe I'll be typing what should I even type any sentence, I say input full stop example example, let's say microphone etc. So for the computer code, as I was saying, it tag is the code, that's the code. So I'll be putting the code here, that's code here, and then I'll be closing it here. So let's refresh our page. Yeah, you can see, look at the sentence very carefully. It's a input example microphone. Everyone knows that microphone is an input device. Yeah, because you speak in that. And you can see how the text of the microphone etc has changed from the rest of the sentence. That's how the code element works. So you need to be very careful and vigilant on that. So our next special element is the keyboard text. If I say keyboard, everybody understand keyboard, and the text, everyone understand text. So when we are talking about computers, if you want to tell a reader to enter some text, you can use the keyboard element. That's the KBD, that's its tag in HTML5. That's KBD element to indicate what should be typed in. Understand? It should indicate a user or someone what should type in. That's how it should be. So let me give an example here so that you guys will understand very well. I'll give my break tag here first, not break tag here, and then a paragraph tag, and I'll say input, sorry, your name is, you see for instance, this is a very nice sentence. So what I'm going to do is, on this is what we are, so KBD, and then you close the KBD here, that's the keyboard. So we refresh our page, and then yeah, see how the name is. In fact, you guys, you should not confuse yourself with the you should not confuse yourself with this phrase tags, because they are really similar, and they are case sensitive. So you need to be very vigilant on these phrases. You hear? So that's how the keyboard the keyboard text works. So we will take another honest phrase. That's the program. Sorry, That's the programming variable. So for the variable, this so-called element is usually used in conjunction with the print tags. And the print tags, I'm not going to say anything about the print tags here because we already treated that one in the previous video. So please, if you're not getting it, you need to go get it. I'll be leaving this in the description area, so you need to be very so as I was saying, it's used in the conjunction with the print tags and the code tag, as I just explained now. So you see, this code element, to indicate the content of that element, is to indicate of that element is a variable. So an example could be a code. Okay, let me give out the example here so that everybody will understand. So a break tag and our paragraph tag. So what we are going to do now, we're going to give example of code. The code, that's our code tag. And then in the code tag, what you're going to type is some small program here. That's document dot write. Yeah, you see, document dot write. Bring this one here. That's our brackets, closing bracket and opening bracket, and then our, see, quotations, and then inside the quotation we give in a tag. That's a variable tag, that's a var tag. And then what we are going to type here is email, and then we will close the var tag. So if you close the var tag, and we will also closing our code tag, and then last but not the least, that's it. So we're saving it, and then we refresh our page. Yeah, that's how it is. In fact, if you are having a very, very, very clear eyes, you need to get to know the differences between all these texts. You can see the difference between the email, how the email was brought out, how it's shaped, and how the rest of the document that write is also shaped. Look at it very well. You can see that the image is somehow a bit small, italicized, small, very, very small, italicized. So you need to be very careful of these tags. And our last, not our last, but our eighth is the programming output. Our eighth phrase tag is the programming output. You're not wasting my time there, just go fast because this video is taking much long. So give me our break tag and then our paragraph tag, and also what for the program output, you see, that's we have the samp, that's the SAMP, that's the samp tag or samp element, indicates sample output from a program and a script. You understand? So again, it is mainly used when documenting programming or coding concepts. You understand? So this is really much particularly concerning with the programming aspect, and like bring an output of something in programming. This is what you're going to use. So let's try our hands on that. So what I'm going to type is just simple samp, and then I'll close my samp and I type here hello world. So let's refresh our page. Yeah, scroll down. Yeah, also normal. So our next one, our last one on the list, is the address for closing of this phrase tags. In fact, it's taking very, very long. So our address tag, we're giving our break tag here, and then our paragraph tag here, and then our address So someone might be typing, maybe for my house address is plot, PLT 28B, sorry, BLK, that block IX, and then we are at main Bantama main road. You understand? So I'll just save it in that way and just refresh my page. Yeah, that's how the address is. House number plot 28B, block IX, and Bantama main road. So you can put whatever the house of your address is there, and it's going to display in this form. You understand, guys? So guys, that's it for this video. For the next video, we'll be treating on the HTML meta tags. In fact, that one is also really important. The meta tags is so important. So you need to stay tuned, please. And if you're interested, you need thumbs up, or you're a new person to what you need to subscribe to get more videos, lots of videos. I'll be giving out a lot of programming aspects and also different kinds of videos. So guys, please, you need to stay tuned. And for any suggestion, give me suggestion, anything else, you can also give me in the comment area. If you're happy to hear from me, then I go to go. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.